Good morning, class. Today we'll be discussing rational functions, equations, and inequalities. Okay? So, after we learn how to identify if a certain expression is a rational expression, we would like to identify next if this rational expression is a function, equation, or inequalities. So for a rational function, it is written in the form of f of x is equal to p of x and over q of x, where again, as we already discussed from the previous lesson, p of x and q of x are both polynomials, and q of x should not be equal to 0. So let's have an example. So um, this equation written the right is in the form of f of x over p of x over q of x. So q of x is not equal to 0. We should next identify if the p of x and q of x are both polynomials. So we should identify all the exponents of the x variable if all those exponents are non-negative integer. Okay, so as we could see, we have x whose exponent is 2, positive 2. In the second term, 3x, x has an exponent of 1, and that 1, the x, has an exponent of 0. So all the exponents are non-negative integer. Okay, over 2x minus 5. Okay, so we already identified that p of x is a polynomial. Now we should check if q of x is a polynomial also. The exponent of x in the first term, 2x, is 1, and the exponent of x in negative 5 is 0. So all exponents are non-negative integer, thus this expression is a polynomial. Overall, this is a rational function. Next one, rational equation. So rational equation involving rational expression. So we have here an rational expressions whose arrangement arrangement in this expression separated by an operation and an equal sign, thus an equation. Okay, so our main indicator here is the presence of an equal sign, wherein this is not in the form of the f of x is equal to p of x over q of x. So when we see this form, automatically this is a rational function. Otherwise, if we see an equal sign or an equation and it is not in the form of this, it is not in this form, then this is a rational equation. Lastly, rational inequalities. So again, this is an inequality involving rational expressions. Similar to rational equation, the main difference is the presence of inequality signs. Okay, so inequality signs such as greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, greater than, and less than. Okay, so let's have an exercise. Let us identify if this expression is, first, if it is rational, and if it is rational, is it a rational function, equation, or inequalities. Okay, 3x minus 9 is equal to 5 over x minus 4. Okay, so we have here an equal sign, separation equal sign everything is a rational expression, thus this one is a rational equation. Next one, x is less than square root of x minus 16. Even though this one exhibit an inequality sign, we cannot consider this one as a rational inequalities because the exponent of our rational expression here is not an integer. Okay, so if it is not an integer, then it is not a polynomial, then it is not rational. Next, f of x is equal to 8x plus 2 over x minus 4 minus 2x. So the form is familiar with the f of x is equal to p of x over q of x. We should just check the condition of a rational function. If its qx is not equal to 0 and both of the rational expression are polynomial. So since q of x is not equal to 0, obviously, and which we should check next is if each expression is a rational expression or if it is a polynomial. Okay, so the exponent of x in this first term is 1, the exponent of x in this second term is 0, so this is a polynomial. The exponent of x in the first term is 4, the exponent of x in the second term is 1, so this is also a polynomial, thus this expression is a rational function. Okay, next, there is an inequality sign, so we should check next if this is a rational expression. So everything exhibit as a rational expression, so this one should be considered as rational inequality because of the inequality sign. Okay, next, x negative 2 is equal to 2 over x squared minus 5. So this might look like not a rational expression because of the presence of negative exponent, but then we could simplify this one to a rational expression, which is 1 over x squared is equal to 2 over x squared minus 25. Okay, so everything in these expressions is a rational expressions. So there is a separation of an equal sign, and it is not in the form of f of x over is equal to p of x over q of x. Thus this one is a rational equation. Okay,